Alright, let's get some ideas then. Alright then, let's go over some trigger mechanisms. So Luke and I, after making that successful shotgun video, decided that we'd make 2 more shotguns because, we had an extra weekend, nothing to do, and we decided we wanted to make more shotguns because you can never have enough shotguns. So this is Luke's design. I'll be filling in for him today. By the way, Ross here from Makeoscopy, because he is currently doing something super top secret that I can't tell you about. So, this is his shotgun. Way overbuilt with that huge stock. I suggested that he get a little bit of that wood off of there, but he was like, nope. He wanted it to be big and huge. So it's single shot. You actually have to unscrew this little end cap, which is kind of unfortunate, but hey, whatever, it'll do. So his actual trigger mechanism right here is a door bolt attached to a spring. So to actually trigger this, all you have to do is flip up that door bolt, and as you can see, it slammed that little screw into there with significant force. The only problem is you have to hold it one hand, which is what the pistol grip is for, while you're maneuvering it with it. So what I would suggest you do is drill a hole all the way through about right there, so that when this is actually pulled back, you can have a rod in there that when he pushes back on it like that, it actually pushes up the door bolt. But pretty good design. My gun, it looks a lot better. Luke actually hasn't painted his. Mine looks significantly better. Prepare yourselves. This is my gun. So, I'll just go over some of the aesthetic things and some of the, I guess, superficial objects we've got here. So we've got a flash suppressor, which could come in handy, but mainly the reason I slapped that on there is A, it looks cool, and B, I need it for the length requirement legally. If you don't live here in America, then you're probably not familiar. Even if you do live here in America, you probably are not familiar with the requirements for a sawed-off shotgun. So for it to be not considered a sawed-off shotgun, the barrel has to be at least 18 inches long. This is exactly 18 inches long. And the entire contraption has to be at least 26 inches long, I'm pretty sure. And this little flash suppressor makes it so it's just long enough. So, let's see. I have a little hand guard here because I wanted to make a trigger guard, and I was like, you know what? I could make it even better than a trigger guard. So it kind of looks like a lever action, although just like Luke's, it suffers from the problem that you have to unscrew the entire barrel to actually put a shell in there. But let's actually look at that trigger mechanism. So to actually cock it, you just pull this back, put that little wire into the hole. Very simple. Not very reliable, but hey, it's fun. So you see that little bar there? I actually pull the trigger, it releases, and the bar hits the nail. So I'm going to actually have to sharpen that nail up so that it can pierce the primer and actually make the whole thing go off. But other than that, I think it's a pretty sound design. I might have to add more springs to this because it's just, you noticed how weak that was compared to Luke's BAM when it actually triggered off. But this thing's pretty great. I'll give you a bigger view so you can see the whole thing. I love it aesthetically. I kind of designed it to look like a Western coach gun with that little spring on the outside, of course. But it's not double-barreled, so technically it is not a coach gun, but I still love it anyway. I haven't actually gotten around to firing this one or Luke's, but we're going to do that eventually, and we'll upload a video once we do.